Hey everybody, Matthew here. I hope that y'all are staying healthy and staying sane right now while we are all trapped inside. Janelle and I thought that it might be cool for me to do a little video and talk about songwriting, which is a topic very near and dear to my heart, and also I think kind of a cool and potentially fun activity to kind of stay creative and get out some of this pent up emotion that we have as we're all kind of sitting around trapped at home. So I figure what I'll do is just kind of talk about some strategies you can use in songwriting or things that I like to do. And then maybe at the end I'll play a song that I've written and talk about how I kind of use some of those ideas. Um, One of the first things that I often find myself talking about with other songwriters or people who want to write songs is like, where do you start? And I think that question is kind of key to why I think songwriting is so interesting, because you can really start anywhere and wind up anywhere. Like a song could start with the music and then later kind of incorporate some lyrics, or it could just stay instrumental. But you could start, you know, with just by stumbling onto a little bit of music, like maybe you're kind of improvising something on your instrument or just in your brain, and then you find some words that fit to it. Or from the other end, you could start with words and then later incorporate music. I feel like I've written a lot of songs where my interest is just kind of piqued by like a little turn of phrase, um, whether it's something that's already like kind of colloquial or something that I haven't heard before, whether it rhymes or it doesn't rhyme. Songwriting, a lot of it is kind of just about wordplay and the sounds of words. So that can be a really great entryway into writing a song. Um, you could start with something like that and then put some music to it. Another good way in could be by just more of getting like an idea about a narrative or like a story that you want to tell. Um, Whether or not you know the entirety of it or not when you start writing the song, um, it's fun sometimes to try to tell a story, and whether you just start with the idea and then start kind of playing around with it with some music, or you kind of flesh out the whole idea and then try to put some chords or something behind it. That can be another strategy that's a totally different approach, but also really fun, and is going to yield some different kind of results. Um, I like to kind of do all of these things, and I think that I've written songs that have started every which way, whether I'm sitting down with an instrument and it kind of just happens naturally, or whether I have an idea and I am painstakingly writing down lyrics and scratching things out, or whether it just happens all in my head. I've written songs that have taken me like 5, 10 years to kind of finish, and I've written songs in 5 minutes. So lots of different ways to do it, no right or wrong way, and they're all going to be kind of fun and different approaches, um, which that kind of keeps me a little motivated sometimes when I'm wishing I could write a song, or I'm like in a dry spell and thinking like, oh, how do I do this? There's any way that you could do it. Um, I'm gonna play a song now that I wrote a while back, but just released. Um, I'm in an open tuning on the guitar here. I'm in open E flat, actually, which basically just means that I retune the guitar so that it's playing a major chord. Um, this can be a really fun way if you're an instrumentalist to write some songs, because the element of surprise is there when you retune the guitar, because none of your shapes that we've done are going to make the same sound at all. So you're kind of relearning the guitar, and there's a lot of fun surprises as you kind of stumble onto notes that are not next to each other, or just some interesting kind of chords. So that is where this song started from, I believe. I think that I kind of wrote the little figure, the little melody, And then later, I think I put some lyrics to it that I felt kind of fit the mood that the music was kind of creating. Um, this song is called Ebb and Flow, and I guess I think of it as kind of a little mantra for just seeking some kind of mental peace in a kind of a stressful time. So I'll go ahead and play this song. Thank you all for watching. I hope it might inspire you to try writing some songs. And feel free to reach out to me if you have any ideas or any questions about anything. I love talking about songwriting, and it would be great to hear from y'all. Here we